Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Chants of Sennaar, where today we are entering a new area and a new language, and just like how much game does it look like we have left? Out of curiosity. The tower. Okay, so we expect like 3 more fast travel points, probably. We're actually getting pretty close to the end of this, which is a bummer. So, sir, there's nothing else here to do. I think we've gotten all the value we're getting out of this area. Up the elevator we go. Hold on. Let me look at these dials again. So this... Gosh, there's a lot of stuff to play with on here. Okay, that's one of the ones that we don't know what it does yet. We're in this chapter. Thank you. Can you believe just turning everything all the way up doesn't seem to be working? Okay, there's an order. This might be teaching us to count. 1, 2. 1, probably. 1, 2. Nope. Oh, how about there's 1 branch out and then there's 2 branches out? How about that's 2? That makes sense. That makes a certain sense, right? And then if that's 2, then I feel like you have 3 lines here, but then you get to the circly bits. So, okay, is the triangle 3? Triangle is 3. Makes a lot of sense. And then as far as the circles go, this is less circle than that one is, so... Okay. 1, 2, 3, and for some reason that's 4, and then there's your 5. Simple enough. Look at all those locked in symbols. This area is not going to be like the last one. Gosh, I hope. That's a declaration of intent more than anything. Also, I'm going to remember to use the middle mouse button more so that we don't miss interactables. Because if I had realized that that fruit was on that tree earlier, since there was 1 fruit in the garden that the monkeys were in, I think it would have helped a lot. Okay, that's a lot of new symbols. Just go ahead and mark all of those real quick. So first, yeah, all those, and then some of that. Okay. So this is probably an indication of danger, right? This is like you are here. And this is like the elevator that don't work. So one of these, I'm sure, is the character for Monster, but it's a real bummer that there are 3 characters here. Over there is the plural somethings. And then here we have 2 different 2-character sequences that share a first character. I guess let's go talk to those guys. All right. He just sort of like bows his head a little bit when speaking to us. Not sure what to make of that. All right, well, let's pick a direction. Let's not go up the elevator yet. Okay. So this could be like laboratories? And that's the symbol. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to put in here like a soft guess laboratory. Try to record more of my soft guesses this time. So lab 1 and lab 2, and then also there's something else going on over here. Friend, go up the... I see these stairs over here. We'll come back for them. Okay, this room is packed. Oh, interesting. So this is the kind of thing that we usually make a note of automatically, right? Am I going to have to? No. All right, I will make a note of it personally. So this is displaying to us more numbers, right? Here's a 1, and here's a 2, and here's the decimals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So yeah, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 4, 5. So 6 is kind of like a gonzo nose situation. 7 is that with but with hang off. Okay. We see more numbers. This is the important thing. What have we here? Oh, there's a vertical line that's a character? I don't think I would have okay, is that enough to record all the other numbers? Yeah. And I mean, I may as well go ahead and mark those, right? So we know this is a 6. This is a 7. There's an 8. And there's a 9. We don't know what numbers we want to enter here. Let's see if the chalkboard has any information for us. Are you going to look at it? Okay, I had to click again for some reason. All right. This could be theories, maybe? Or idea. That might be a good idea. Let's okay. So these are complex expressions of numbers, right? This is like a 9. This is a 9 and a 1 and a 12 expressed together. Although we don't know like how exactly to order those, or like if there is always automatically, because like the implied decimalization here, like this part reads 1.2, right? But is this 91.2 or, you know? Hard to say. Hello? What are you doing? I clicked on the thing on the wall. Okay. So... boy, if one of these new characters is monster, then... maybe the other sign just said elevator out of order or something? But this could be like fire scares monsters, right? It's just that we don't have any idea which character corresponds to which. I'm going to very tentatively here, because I think we worked with their language a little bit, and it seemed like the subject verb order was the same as ours, right? I have no way of lighting this. Okay. Which means we're not going to want to go in there. So this will probably, wherever this goes, it'll loop around to the bottom stairs from that as well. Okay, can't really make too much out of that. Oh, actually, this is... we were totally here already. Okay. And the stairs at the bottom of that room were how we entered it the first time. Yep. I don't know, for some reason in my head briefly, it was as though we had entered from the left. Well, I guess let's see where this goes. What's going on here, friends? That word probably means restaurant. Or like kitchen, maybe. Okay. If this is closed, then this makes a lot of sense as open, right? Restaurants, the kitchen's closed, it opens at 4, perhaps? And I guess they're all just gathered out there waiting. You find 7. Huh, I have 7, but I want 9. Well, I mean, there's more barrels here, friend. Maybe I need to bring him a hand cart. This will be that same diagram, except now we're on floor 2, right? Yeah, so the laboratories, probably the restaurant, and something else, which is probably whatever's up here. Power station? Okay. Cool. Additional characters. I love that. Alright, we have no way of interacting with these things. Okay. So we have some weights. Huh. Okay, we're sending some kind of chemical to the place. Well, enjoy this, nerds. Just dump a bunch of sand on them. I have no idea. Okay, so this is maybe not power. Maybe this is where the sand is distributed. It's a larger and more impressive version of the doors that we've been seeing kind of all over the place, right? Somebody has machined a bunch of keys in an attempt to get in, and they have had no luck. Books? That word's probably books, right? Or book, rather. What have we here? 2. Okay. I don't necessarily agree with their count there. What are these? What are these things? It could be like 1 ring, 2 coins. Maybe? I guess? Didn't seem like it was a question. Huh. If that word does mean monster, then this is like... This is a weapon for dealing with monsters. It looks like a flamethrower, honestly. Or maybe it's a lighter? Maybe I'm supposed to be understanding this is like, you know, the flint wheel. Well, this is weird. So... It's a diagram for a machine, but I don't know what to... I don't know what to make of that yet. I feel like our character used to sketch stuff to keep the information handy a lot. Not so much anymore. Okay. So it looks to me like this complicated one, this is their word for bard. And this one with the triangle at the top, this is their word for scientist? Probably. And then that might make this like... This might just be people, or like person, but it also could be like friend, maybe? Something, there was a strike and it split us. But listen, we're all just people, man. Okay, same sign as down below. What's your deal? Okay. Well, have a blast with that. Well, none of those are new symbols. There aren't actually a lot of symbols that we haven't seen. Plural, so somebody's plural. Something, one of these words might be door. Okay. Well, I feel like this one's pretty straightforward. The word for book is that. And then the thing we just saw... This word's going to be the person. So it's the triangle at the top. Actually, I could probably do this. Sorry, I'm being silly. I can probably do this from this screen. It'd be a little bit easier. So triangle with the circle at the top. There we go. Circle with the triangle at the top. Something. So one of these words is door. And if we're sticking to our idea that they use their words in roughly the same order we use our words, then this is the word that means door. Okay, pretty straightforward. Fairy instead of angel. Alchemist instead of scientist. Okay. And that is their word that they use to mean brother. But in fact, we are all brothers. Man. Okay, well, that's something. Is this display case 3? It is indeed. It is a cup. But the thing is, I don't see a 4th display case. So I'm not sure that I want to try to map these words. Let's go downstairs real quick. Okay, that's just here. So there's only 3 display cases, so it would not seem to me, if there's only 2 display cases on this level and 1 on the upper level, that those words on the sign necessarily correspond, because, like, you would expect there to be a 4th thing, right? Let's head back up real quick. Maybe I missed it. Maybe there was one and I missed it. But I feel like I saw everything. Aha! Is this a 4? It is indeed. Okay, so... And of course I didn't make note of the sign. But 4 is like a rock. So... You're gonna have to hold on a second. Let's go look at the sign here and do some symbol mapping. Okay, so 1 is a ring. This. 2 was coins. That. I thought 3 was more of a cup than cookware, but I guess it's like a ladle? It's weird that there are legends for the display case that aren't anywhere. They're just kind of like posted arbitrarily all over the place. Ah, okay. It's the materials that the things are made out of. Again, I don't know how we would have gotten that without the game being so eager to explicitly tell us. And it's very difficult to divine from just objects in display cases. And also, why would there be such a system? Huh. Laboratory. So that's... I'm going to take a screenshot. that's 3.9, right? And then at the top of 5. But like, okay, this one you're making a note of. Okay. Let's check this out. Oh, all right. Just another quick Steam screenshot of that. I don't know what to do with that. I'm hoping that a lot of this is just to show that, hey, they do a lot of math and stuff around here. And that it's not necessarily stuff we need to figure out. Okay, we should be able to actually make this work. Warriors love music. Chosen one, come to the fortress. Warrior, plural. Love music. No? Am I forgetting how to do stuff already? Does it want, like, seek music? No. Huh, what was wrong with Warriors Love Music? The pluralizer does go after... Oh, right, it's because of the word order. obviously. So it'd be music, warriors, love. Fortress. Gosh, where's the word for the fortress? No, that's not. That was a hand twitch, in case you were wondering why I was clicking there. I don't remember where the word for the fortress was. So we're just gonna look at all of them. Okay, fortress. Bard. Do I want like go or pass? The word that he's using there is the go or pass word. Yeah, so.
Oh.
Okay, wow, big instrument. Or big return. Instruments bards possess. Bards love to play music. To the fortress we will come. Okay. All right, we have our instruments. We have our music. We're gonna fuck shit up. It's gonna be great. So, plural. The symbol he's using for bard is that one. You're right, chosen one. So it has the little thing at the head. Okay. Multiple chosen. Possess or have. Okay. Carry multiple instruments. Plural chosen. Love playing music. Love. What's going to be the word? Do we have a word here for perform? You could do like create music. Yeah, it might be like make or create. Yeah. Okay. We're coming over. So plural chosen. That's the go/password again. And then fortress looks like this. Hell yeah, he's pumped. Okay, cool. So down there in the warrior levels, there'll be some kind of music show going on now. That's cool. Huh. Okay. So this is the front door of the library. Okay, interesting. So what's down here then? Okay, this is another one of those doors with the weird little key. Somewhere around here, they have the ability to machine weird little keys, as we saw at that other door. Although, you know, not necessarily to assume they will work or anything. So at this point, gold and silver, I wonder, mines perhaps? There's a fairy gate up there. Interesting. So there's this thing which is either like a power station or some kind of distribution center. I don't know what this word is. All right, so we've seen a lot of the area at this point. Not everything. Let's check out the other lab. Hello, friends. Monster is perhaps not a good translation for that. Maybe that just means machinery? Okay, I mean, it does think we know the glyph for monster. Don't necessarily disagree. Maybe that word just means, like, science? This is a word for person. And given bard is this and fairy is that and alchemist is that, I would expect a word for person to have a triangle at the top of the staff, right? So maybe this is a word for person that we don't have yet. Or maybe what's being expressed here is not a person, but rather the fear that the person is showing. This is life or change or metamorphosis. Yeah, I don't feel like we have this locked down yet. What are you up to? We seek theories or ideas. We seek science. Fairies, something door. Science will open the door. Science opens the door. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Okay, and this goes up here. Yeah, I kind of like science for that. I think that's actually pretty good. This might be 0, right? That's probably their 0. Still missing 4 characters. Where have we not gone? I think we've gone everywhere in the labs area. Yeah, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's also an expression of 11, not 1.1. So I guess that ruler was just measuring, like, it was just measuring in tens. That's good to know. So actually, if we just hang out here on this screen for long enough, this should open. We'll see, that's interesting. Yes, thank you. Very helpful fellow. They got some napkins over here, it would seem. Oh, we picked up silverware. Okay. Actual silverware. Can't interact with the sleepy guy. Not allowed to go back and help in the kitchen. Oh, okay. So 2 lights are on here now. Don't know what that means. But I've destroyed them in any case. So we know what these symbols mean now. But it still doesn't give me a better idea of what we're supposed to be doing with this machine. No, I can't just throw some silver in there. Okay, can't use them for that either. Trying to make sure I've been thorough here. There's got to be some screens that we haven't gone to yet, some interactions we haven't had. So over here, there's the ferry gate, and there's something. And then downstairs from that, the silver and gold mines, possibly? But this just takes you to the lab. Yeah, this is not super helpful. All right. I probably do just want to go back down. And I guess taking the elevator would have been totally fine. Well, we've done better here. We picked up more meaning more quickly. Oh, that's right. The word monster, I do have a word for scared. So then this word just means like life or chrysalis or change. This is something about the life cycle. We are almost in a place where we can validate, and I feel like we've got this page. I feel like so far we're very strong. Certainly can't just use the silver to start a fire. Okay. Again, weird running patterns sometimes. So can we tell at all what this symbol might have been? Not really. It could be laboratory. You know, it's got that upper left circle, but that's all we know about it. What were y'all saying? This could be like greet. I greet you? I am an alchemist. I something... Gosh, I don't have a better idea. certainly a verb, whatever it is. Okay, we did not go this way. Oh, all right. The word for the place is, so it was on the sign, but I've already forgotten it. So this is a laboratory. This is probably a mine, which I think it was this one. This is the kitchen. And then this word is this. Yeah. It's interesting that there's a word for library and it's not on the library. The library sign just says books. That's probably going to be very confusing to some people. Am I allowed to access the mines? No, we need like a key card or something. Okay. Don't go in there. That's death. It's a pretty familiar symbol. Does this not also take us into death? Is this different? Well, it's certainly going up a lot more than I was expecting. Oh. Okay, yeah. That's right. There was that staircase we didn't go down. Well, now we know. Sadly, similarly blocked. Put the silverware in it. This is silver. It admits me to the silver mine. Am I allowed to pull this? Oh, okay. There's no interaction symbol. You just walk in. I was really expecting it to turn into a cog, you know? What an interesting little... Like, the music for that little journey is weird, right? So that's a symbol we don't know. I would have expected the symbol for rock, but this is like danger or... Probably it's something like danger. Although I guess they have the skull for communicating danger. So maybe not. No, don't go, don't go. Window feels fairly tight. Okay, well, let's hope we don't have to do that again. It would be cool to find a fast travel thing over here. Oh, this is the machine that drawing was of. Right? Huh. Okay, hold on. Yeah, closed. Where was the one with the arrow in the middle? Is open. And this symbol is... Okay. That symbol said danger of dying is what it said. Okay. And a bunch of gold bars. Well, now that's interesting. Just laying around. Not nearly as valuable to these people as gold is to some peoples in some places. Excellent. Key cards. Love that. Are they the same? They are the same. Okay. Hopefully there's only one important key that just opens every door. Okay, cool. So, this machine. Let's run back here and have a look at it. Is the idea here that I can use it to melt down my silverware? Did I take a screenshot of that machine? I didn't. Was it because we did a sketch of it? No. Darn it. There was a... All right, let me just see something here. Is this what this is for? Yes. Okay, so you're supposed to turn the silverware. We can melt the silverware down into a silver ingot. With the instructions from that machine... Fuck, where did we see those instructions? The instructions for this machine, I mean. Yeah, no, that's really problematic. I really wish I had taken a screenshot. And looking at my Steam screenshots for today... Nope, they are of other things. Damn it. Oh, we don't want to go this way. Out of curiosity, if we just play with it a little bit. Okay, no, that's important. Just charge this thing up and then hit the button. There we go. Then presumably you want that to cool. We'll just give that a second. Okay. And an ingot of silver. It's not stamped, but we know what it is. So now if we take it back up to that machine at the top of the whole situation here, I think we should be able to plug those two ingots into the bit on the left side of the machine, right? That's the buttons were approximately, or the apertures are approximately the shape of these ingots. And that should be productive. It should do something. Look at all this clearance I've got. Excuse me? Where's that noise coming from? Oh, hi! Maybe that word means help. Are you just... Okay. You dropped your... lighter. Ah, okay. That's useful. I know where a lighter would be useful. So, yeah. This word that we have filled in as perhaps greet, it's probably actually help. And that person earlier wasn't saying I greet you, but more like, how can I help you? Perhaps. Maybe. Okay, so let's run back up to the top area. So you got most of the symbols on this map filled in now, right? The library, the ferry gate. This is the Scienceteria. The copper mines down there, it's closed. I think the fastest way to get where we're going is to just take the elevator. So I want to get to... This is the way, right? The most direct way to the science machine? Yeah, hell yeah. Okay. So, gold. Feed in the gold. It just needed some charge. Feed in that. That is also charged. Okay. So that's great news. Now we can make things out of any of the materials. But we still don't know what we actually want to do. We can produce a key of that shape to open what is being called the ferry door. But I guess we need to figure out either what material it's made out of or what, like, alloy of materials is appropriate. And then if we come back over here... Where was that lantern? I'm a little spacey and I've already forgotten. I would like very much to light that lantern and check inside that tunnel. Now that we probably can do that. Oh, it was over here, right? Yeah, here we go. You knew what I wanted. Okay, so... this is the actual fire. This is like to make or create. This is help. Okay, I was gonna say, let's see. We don't really have that many symbols that we don't have meanings for yet, so... Is it like fire makes... But no, the word there is monster, right? It's not scary. All right. Still don't have all the characters yet. That's going to be part of it. Ah, Laboratory 3. Don't monster. Open inside. Oh, the hat, right? Yeah, laboratory. So... we don't know what order these are being expressed in. 9, 3, and nothing. Boy, how do we even know if it's... How do we even know if it's reading inputs? Oh, okay. 9, 8. Here's your 0. It's very weird to represent that as so differently than the others. But these are definitely right. Yeah, the fact that it doesn't even buzz when you... Oh, maybe the fact that there's nothing in the top right maybe means that there's a 0 that's part of the combination. Ah. How do we know if it's rejected the code and we're good? Okay, so this is 953. And when we saw the ruler, I'm just going to go tab out because I did take a picture of the ruler at least. When we saw the ruler, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, when it's 11, it's symbol on the left. So it is like, this is definitely 39. So 539 or 5039 maybe? Again, if the... Say one thing, immediately do another. Alright, 539. No. 5039. Okay. So the blank spot in the top right of the staff is to be understood as a 0. Well, now this is interesting. I found science. This is perhaps an answer, maybe. So theory or idea, gold that, silver that, carbon that. Okay. And we can read these as numbers now. What else is going on in here? Well, there's a big hole in the ground. Huh. There's foot and handprints on the ground that are approximately human, but the scale is really something, huh? Well, I guess we're good then. Huh. We don't know this, but we have at least an idea, at least like a theory for every other word. There's still 3 words missing. But I feel like we might, at this point, have the ability to... attempt to solve to create a key of the appropriate properties for the fairy door. So what we're doing in the middle part of the machine is we're setting the components for the alloy that the key will be made out of. Oh my god, fucking get up there. It's so hard to get to get the character to move toward a thing that isn't currently visible on screen. Okay, so we have enough of all the metals to do the work. So of gold, you want one 4, right? That's a 4. Yeah. 1405. One 405? That's a lot. Carbon you want, and then so that's only 3 elements, but there are 3 lights on this machine, so you only want 3 elements, and that's why there were 2 lights on it earlier, because we put in 2 amounts of stuff into the machine. Yeah, okay. All right, so what is to be understood as 1405 gold. It's a lot of fucking gold. So with these weights, this is a single unit. This is a 5 of that same unit. This is a 10. This is a 100. This is a 50. So that's 1. Then we need 400. So both of these, or all of those. And then also we need this. And that's gold. Put it in the machine. Okay, then we need silver. Okay, so that symbol is an 8. So we need 812. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 and 2. Silver. And then last, carbon. This is theoretically a little bit easier. This is 46. Yeah. So that's 46. Carbon? Carbon. And theoretically, that's... Maybe this means key. Well, I've combined all of my understanding of everything that's going on in this area into this one object. It's time to find out if I am dumb as hell. Who would have guessed the answer would be no? I mean... Oh. This is very pretty. This feels like something else, though. We're having here the same sort of dramatic shift of aesthetic that we usually get when we cross a language barrier. Indeed. Indeed. Okay, we're not quite done with that previous area yet. But that's really interesting. Gosh, yeah. Okay. Must you right now? Okay, well that one seems to be tower, right? Hold on, is that? So I guess these are the people. And this is the loneliness. Exile. All right. We're not here yet. I really do love the dramatic aesthetic shifts. They're really cool. Okay, I think this is probably a pretty okay place to stop, because if we don't stop here, then I'm gonna have to explain to my therapist why I was late, and I don't know if I can I don't know if I can jam me talking about this game into a session with all the other stuff. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I'm pretty confident we can wrap this area up. I feel like the alchemists and I, simpatico. There's stuff here. I get where they're coming from. And then on we go into exile, it would seem. And we'll see you then.